it's Ms. Sawyer here, a snake blocker. We're here at the 25th anniversary year of the Mega Martial Arts, Action Martial Art event here in Atlantic City, New Jersey. And I'd like Ms. Sawyer to introduce yourself, tell the audience, because I have a lot of mixed audiences from all ages and, genders, and we want to kind of tell your story a little bit. You as a person, give me a little bit of your background.
Okay, so I'm originally from a small town, actually in New York, Western New York. I actually moved down to Virginia Beach when I was only 19, and that's actually once I was 20 is when I actually started working security in nightclubs, and that's when I started seeing a lot of women that weren't protecting themselves very well, a lot of women that were roofied. Either they ended up kind of going home and not with the person that they were supposed to, and then also a lot of times of having to defend those women also. And then from there, I started actually working with Dave, who's behind the camera, and he started actually working with me more of self-defense, and then we started training a little bit more, and I actually went into law enforcement. From there, I saw a lot more, unfortunately, and from there, I actually went out to Texas for a little bit, kind of took a break from everything because I had started in jiu-jitsu, moved out to Texas, kind of chilled out, started my own family, everything like that. I moved back to the area just a little bit ago, and so that way I can actually start training again, and I actually really cannot wait for it. I started in jiu-jitsu and then took that about 4-year break.
Sure.
So yeah.
And I know Dave teaches weapons too, or are you planning on learning some of the weapons for self-defense?
Oh, 100%, yeah. That's actually, it was actually a lot of gun work that we started doing before I left, yeah. Okay. Yeah. And
then what would you recommend for the girls out there, the women out there, as far as, even the mothers out there that would, want to make sure that they're going to be mama bear, that they're going to protect their family themselves? What would you recommend them start with or get into or learn a little bit more of for their confidence and just to be ready for the world?
Definitely doing any self-defense classes that come up in the area, and then even if you have to drive an hour or two, take that hour or two drive. Any martial arts studios that are in the area, call them. Usually at least once a month they have a women's self-defense class, and if they don't, then they might start considering it if you and your friends are being like, hey, we have a huge group, we want to do it. I know one of my friends, he goes by 2A Daddy on his social media. His wife is actually a really big advocate for women concealed carrying, and she's also a mother of 2. So I really think learning how to conceal carry properly with your children is also a huge thing too.
Because you did pageant work and modeling, you understand the importance of just presenting yourself with that confidence.
Yeah.
And we know statistically that people that glue their head to their phone, that look down, that look like a victim, are going to continue to be victims. So at least you understand that perspective there.
I'm constantly reminding my friends, hey, put your phone down till you get to your car. Keep your keys in your hand. As soon as you get in your car, make sure before you even left that building, you have where you're going on your phone. So you plug in and you leave. You're not sitting in your car for 5 to 10 minutes, trying to figure everything out, because you're just a sitting target at that point as a woman. And I've seen it happen where someone's sitting there in their car and guy just opens the car door, sits right on it, and they're screwed. So
what I would say too for the audience, if that's all somebody takes away, they're already ahead of the game and ahead of the majority of people out there, just that awareness. And Dave's a good friend of mine. He's a great teacher. There's great teachers all over the place. We're at an event where people are coming from many states and even some other countries. I met a guy from Switzerland that flew all the way out here. So if somebody's flying all the way to Switzerland to spend the weekend to learn from these great martial artists, it's easy enough for you to go down the street or get on your telephone and say, hey, I'm going to call the local person. And like you said, there's value to coming once a month. There's value to coming to a seminar. You don't have to commit to every single day. We have busy lives, and I like what you said there. It's like, hey, just connect with something local.
Yeah, something I actually saw when we were driving up here to New Jersey was there was a teenage girl who, thankfully, she has done years of MMA training, and she was actually at her place of employment. It was her and one other employee, and there were 2 teenage girls, and I think it was like 3 teenage girls, 2 boys that were actually coming to jump her in her place of employment. And thankfully, with her years of MMA training and her strength training on top of it, not just that, but also strength training and everything like that on top of everything, she was able to fight them for about 5 minutes before the police showed up. And she's fine. The other people, not so much, but she's alive, and she's able to walk away from that situation. Yeah.
And I tell people all the time too, even if you can delay something until help can arrive or whatever, it's going to take, the cops aren't always going to be there right away. And at the very least, if you're leaving DNA evidence behind because you're pulling their hairs and biting them and gouging their eyes and struggling with them, and that DNA evidence is going to be huge for hopefully capturing them, even if they do kidnap somebody. But thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you. Thanks for being here, and I look forward to our training tomorrow.
Yeah, me too.